Welcome to I'm one of the coaches, Chris, and also owner of KG Lift. Today, this video specifically will be over the training agreement. The purpose of the training agreement is to discuss protocols and terms when being coached under the KG Lift team. This ensures that there is consistency, safety, fairness based on all clientele. So, throughout the video, we'll be going over 11 terms and discuss a bit more on each specific. One will be that this contract shall be given at a certain date, which is our first day of training, and will continue at the end date that is based on our contract, whether it's an 8-week, 12-week, 16-week, thereon and so forth. After that period, the agreement shall be continued on a month-to-month basis and will be terminated unless there is a 7-day written notice. So, in other words, you have 7 days to inform me that you will no longer be continuing with the KG Lift team, so that we can have a smooth transition through the removal of the clientele. 2 will be the services that are provided. The trainer or myself will be providing the following services that do not exclude, but it's personal fitness assessment and goal setting. 2 is customized workout plans. 3 would be one-on-one or group training that are lasting 1 hour. Lastly, nutritional guidance, review, and the ebook/meal plan. Anything added will also be updated on the protocol videos or on the protocol group chat that I have made. Number 3 will be training schedule. So sessions will be held 2 times or 3 times, depending on the agreement, at either Madhouse or any other mutually agreed location at the scheduled times that are agreed upon. Each session will always last 1 hour. Any tardiness for more than 15 minutes will cause the session to be canceled. In other words, we have that 15-minute grace period. If you're unable to make the session and exceed that 15 minutes, then that session itself will be canceled and the trainer will no longer continue with that hour. 4 will be fees and payments. When coming in as a new athlete, a minimum deposit is of $100 is required to initiate this agreement and apply towards the total cost. But that doesn't mean that you only need to pay the 100. That is just a minimum. But if you plan to pay more than that or pay for the month or the agreement that is based upon, you can go ahead and do that as well. Next will be the remaining balance should be paid before each session. Failure to do so will be result in being removed from the time slot. In other words, the payment must be completed before we have our session that is agreed upon. If not, the trainer will not be able to train at that time slot without the payment. Then all payments are non-refundable. Next, on section 5, we have cancellation and rescheduling. So clients must provide a 24-hour notice to cancel or reschedule. Failure to do so will result in the forfeit of that session. There are only going to be 2 reschedules per month. After that month is over, it will be recycled and you will be given another 2 sessions to reschedule. No rollovers of unused sessions. So let's say if we completed the month, there is no rollover of the sessions. Next, trainer may reschedule with reasonable notice, and time slots agreed upon are permanent unless given a written request of change of date and time. So if you're willing to change the date or the time on the scheduled time that we agreed upon, please write a written request, send it to my email so that we can go ahead and move on with the changement of date. Section 6 is refund and payment policy. All payments made are non-refundable. No credits or rollovers for any missed sessions. And then trainers reserve the right to terminate their agreement at any time with a written notice and may issue a prorated refund at sole discretion. Section 7 will be waiver of liability and system risk. All clients understand that the imperative risk of fitness training includes injury or death. By participating, client waives all claims against them. KG Lift, Chris slash Chris Alexander Guevara, and affiliate entities, including for ordinary negligence. Section 8 is disclaimer. Trainer makes no guarantees regarding specific results. Progress depends on the client's individual improvement and external factors. Section 9 is confidentiality. All training slash client agrees to maintain confidentiality of all personal and health information shared by the client. 10 will be the governing law. All this agreement shall be governed by the laws of the state of California. Section 11, entire agreement. This document represents the entire agreement and supersedes any prior agreements. And the true acceptance of these terms. And in other words, once we receive the payment, that is an agreement within itself. So if you have any other questions for protocols, feel free to let me know.